Good morning, Sunshine Squad. How are you guys doing today? I am in the van. I worked on a couple of DIY projects yesterday. I showed you guys a little of what I did yesterday. I put a trim right here, trim this out. I made a trim for over here for this side right here. I'm going to pull this up because I'm going to put a trim over here. I'm going to pull that up, and I'm going to decide on whether or not I want to put a trim piece, a piece of this gold trim. Ooh, that is really sticking. It's pulling up. It's pulling up the tile, but I want to get that up. And I need to decide if I want to put like a trim piece. Let me show you now what I'm talking about. If I want to put a trim piece like right here, just down the middle or on the end. Oh, so I'm going to decide if I want to put a trim piece down the middle or on the end. But I need to... I already got the piece cut out for this. So basically, what I need to do is just get that off of here. And try to pull it up without, oh, well, I was gonna say, try to pull it up without, that lets you see how that sticks without pulling this up. But now, I'm gonna have to glue this back on here some kind of way, get that to fit up in there. And I'm nailing my other piece in, so that's going to be okay. But now I need to glue that. And let me go get my other piece and see how it fits. I painted it last night, so I hope it don't need a touch up. Last night, let's see how that fits. Oh, so that's going to fit right over that thing that just came up. So basically, all I really need to do is just fit it back up in there. And I'm putting some nails up in here, so that'll be fine. And most of the part that is messed up, that's covering that. So basically all I need to do right now is get the nail gun and shoot it. And hopefully we won't shoot no wires that may be back there. So let me get my nail gun. I'm just doing a lot of touch up work, finishing, trimming, everything. To just make everything look polished. I don't know if there are any wires back here. I don't think so. So I hope I'm not hitting anything. So that's what I do to that. And then I'm gonna take some of this joint compound. I use this for my wood filler. It works better and it's cheaper. That wood filler is high as heck. I just take my finger, spread it out, That didn't go all the way in. Spread it out. And then I'm gonna get a wet wipe and wipe the excess off, and then you do that like that, you make sure it's closed. Even though I might have scuffed up my cabinet, don't do that on your cabinet. Then I'm taking a wet wipe and just wiping the excess off. And then I'm gonna come over here with my paintbrush and instantly, that looks nice. That looks nice. Yeah, it looks nice. I'm loving the finishing touches, because not having the finishing touches just makes it look, I mean, it's nice, but it makes it look better with the finishing touches. Like this part right here is sticking out. This over here was a challenge to do this. That was the first spot. So as we moved on to the rest of it, I learned a better method. So yeah, that was kind of jacked up over there in that corner, but it's gonna be all right. It looks all right. It's gonna be all right. So I'm gonna grab the paintbrush and just roll over the top of this and put a fresh coat of black paint over the top. That's the same way I did the other one, and you won't be able to see the nail holes. So I got carried away, y'all, and poured too much black in my thing. All I need to paint was this right here. I just needed a little bit of black. I'm gonna try not to get too close to my upholstery right there. We just rolling this over the top just to cover those holes. That's it. It's already painted. I'm gonna take my finger, rub it along the side, and I did get a little paint on the tile. I'm just gonna take some wet wipe, and I think I might have got a little paint. Right here. And I did get some of that caulking, the joint compound right there. And that looks good. Now I got some extra paint here if I feel like I need to touch up. And I got a wet wipe. And we got a piece of this if we need it for something else. So now what I'm about to do is I'm gonna go put some water in my container over here, my little dish pan, and I'm gonna clean up my cabinet, because as we're cleaning everything, we want the cabinet to look clean. So yeah, now I got some extra paint that I need to use, And so the next little DIY project that I'm gonna do is down here where the toilet is. This board needs to come out, and I need to cut another board this size. Because when I pulled it out, I messed this up. So we're gonna cut another board this exact size, and see, it's all torn open. I had a hard time getting those screws out. So we want that to just be able to pull in and out so we can have access to the storage underneath the toilet. So I can have access to the storage back here, my pine pellets and stuff. So yeah, I need to make another one of those. So I'm gonna do that in the meantime, and in between time, let me go get some water to clean off my countertop. And I'm also taking extra excess stuff out of the van. I think I might end up having like a little spice rack on this wall underneath the cabinet to put some spices in when I'm cooking. That'll also free up room underneath my cabinet, and it might look better to have the spices on top of the thing. So I'm gonna be looking out for a spice rack to hang on the wall. So if y'all see anything, let me know. Let me go put this in the house. I'm gonna make up some water to clean off my cabinet and everything. Okay, y'all, I got some extra black paint, and I forgot that I want to go on just paint this right here black. I need to do my little gasket thing up here. It done came loose. And I probably need to do a portion of my screen over with. But I'm just gonna roll this up so I won't get no paint on this. And hopefully keep this thing out of the way. But I just decided to go and paint this black. And so that way it'll just all blend in together. I got to go get some sandpaper. Okay, y'all, I'm just gonna sand this right here. So at least when I put the paint on it, it'll look smooth. Okay, that looks better. Didn't take much. The extra effort don't always take that much, but the process is not always easy. And in the end, it'll look better. So I think this will look better painted black. That way I won't have to go over this with gold leaf. So let's just paint it black, shall we? I'm gonna go get a brush. One of them little spongy brushes. Because this is getting on other stuff that I don't want it to get on. I don't want it to get on this cabinet, because this is not the same kind of black. This is stain. And this is paint. Okay, y'all, I just came from out of the house. I went to go get some water to clean my cabinet off with, and the towels were balling. And they were very hot, so I'll have to get this stuff off the cabinet. So I pulled the water off of it. I poured the water off. I put the white ones in the washer. I'm gonna let those wash again, and then I'll put them in the dryer, and then I'll take the other ones and put them in the washer. We're just doing double sanitizing. it seemed like I could see the difference where that paint at. I just painted the side door over there. And this stuff can go in the house. This is trash. Let me put this stuff on the sofa so I can clean this off. I got a lot of sawdust over here. I sawed something yesterday. So we got a lot of sawdust on the cabinet, countertop. It's very windy today and just a little chilly. The sun is out. I don't know what raven I'm barking at. I don't know if that other screw is coming out, which I said it was probably going to eventually come out because it was small like the other one. I need to put some more pine pellets in here. I think this can go in the back. What are y'all gonna cook today for dinner? I think I'm gonna make some spaghetti. I might have to close this back door, y'all. It is a little windy. And then the next thing I think I need to do is go and I'm just gonna put this stuff over here. I'll put that stuff up later. I want to clean off this cabinet. I need to put this in a mason jar. Clean, clean, clean. Mr. Clean. Mrs. Clean. Instead of Mrs. Claus, Mrs. Clean. Thank you very much. I tried to fix these last night, y'all. It's still not. Oh, I think the paint. I had some paint down up in there, some stain Oh, the track was still wet. I think that the paint had got stuck. The track was still wet. So that's what that was. I hope it rose naturally. Now, I'm gonna put one more strip here. See if that fixes my problem. If it don't, Miss Charlene gave me some other tracks that I might try over here. So let me go see if I have enough wood to do what I want to do today. I need to get a measuring tape and some other things. Let me go take this, put this on the table. I might be using this again.